Jinx everything, huh?
You said what?
So I jinx everything, huh? You want popsicle? She's not hiding from me, buddy. It's okay.
Here.
I hate how you just think everything's the end of the world.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And they'll begin by running the option. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea Slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Kaepernick going to throw.
7-yard line.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Kaepernick's pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Flushed out right. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. It's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter.
Number 21.
Troy Pride that time gets the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. As they run the counter play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Complete.
Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Jets 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Bills 14, Jets nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. 7-yard line. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bills 14, Jets 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Being chased out left. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. To throw, Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
now
4.
Kaepernick throwing on second down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot and see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Ooh, the juke. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 4.
To throw is Kaepernick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
4th down and less than a yard.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
6-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Buffalo.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen finding Knox there, complete. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
14. Jets 7. Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Well, what's the call here? So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
He was taken down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To Stephon.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing is Allen on third. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
Brings up
on second down, here's Kaepernick. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Kaepernick. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Denzel Mims, 33 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend owned momentum. He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Now Kaepernick, flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. This is caught inside the 15.
Good for a Jet.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast.
And intercepted, making a turning point they need. Snags it for the pick.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this,
it's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And now it's 2nd down. Now Kaepernick again. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
At the 6-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
The 36-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Buffalo.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Bills, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.